It's some things in life that say, you should never quit, but when you're already that much more advanced in something than someone else's is, you're sitting here waiting for them to catch up. And it's just like this when it has to deal with the world. If you look at the statistics, you're never going to go anywhere. If you look in the mirror and say, I need to get up and do this, I got to go to work, I got to do all these things, and you get up and go to work, then it puts you in control. There's too many things. Look, we're living in the United States of America. Governors can't tell you can't go to work. Presidents can't tell you can't go to work. None of these things can tell you can't go to work. I mean, they can fundamentally say, hey, you can't go to work. But when it comes to law and when it comes to all this stuff, they can't. So if you're a business owner and you're still shut down, you're not open, and you're allowing these things to you're causing a repeat of history. They're teaching you a lesson. It wasn't that far long ago that we had segregation. Now, did we? You have to look at it like this. Everything went viral. They scared the shit out of you and gave you a 50-50 life or death chance. And now some of you are still sitting. And if you look at the news and you look at social media and you look at a lot of things, you still keep spreading it. That's the spread. That's the viral thing. Misinformation. What did they do? They gave you actual information, life and death. I mean, think about it. You're born into this world and you're going to die. That's what they based it off of, the structure. So that has to be tapered back to common sense things. They call hospital workers first responders, but they're not. Those are people that went to college for a specific field. That's called their job. We wouldn't have to have hospital workers and all these things if the majority of people weren't idiots and got hurt. So we need to look at it like this. First responders are people that it could be anybody. Anybody that pulls up to an area and sees that someone needs assistance. A first responder could be someone that helps you change a tire on your car. It could be someone that helps you do anything just out of the blue. But you have to understand technology is showing a huge difference. That a lot of people have technology to be able to do stuff, but some of us do not have to have technology to be able to receive stuff. And that's going to be hard for people to understand. But for me, I constantly have a million thoughts go through my head all the time. Sometimes it's hard to tell which ones are legit. And when I say legit, it just means at any point in time, your imagination or your brain's designed to operate as a math problem or to configure or it works on scenarios. And that's what happens when you segregate yourself in solitary confinement or something. That's what happens to a lot of people in prison. What happens is a lot of information comes out of that. They hit you with some stimulant, just a little bit of stimulant, whether it be light, whether it be anything that comes into your environment. It's called a trauma model. Something like a whisper or an idea or a theory can change the course of the world. And you know what gets it back on course? Someone saying, hey, sometimes it's a charade, sometimes it's playing passwords, sometimes it's Trivial Pursuit. But at what point in time do you become a free-thinking human being when thoughts aren't free? When technology is so advanced that it can guide you to do something. You have to think about that. See, I'm to the point now, man, I'm ready to move forward. I believe in everything I can do. I know what I can do, and I know what I can't do. It's like having to explain to other people that you're having to do these steps right here to even compare to what I'm doing, and you don't understand that. And it's not you're not respecting boundaries, and you're not respecting anything. So at what point in time, when you're backed into a corner, how do you theorize that to somebody and ask for help? Well, I've reached out to people and asked for help and direction on some things, and they treat you like there's no way possible. So basically, what it is now a person ends up stuck in the corner with nowhere to turn to. Then you realize real quick that maybe technology has surpassed religion and faith and humanity in many standards, and that's what the problem is at what point in time does something help you be technologically advanced to be more prepared, and then when does it become a weapon?